How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. And first, let me start with the positives. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope everyone is blessed. Love for the love of all the support you people have shown the channel. Like Beaster only always says, it's the comments that make the show. And of course, like I always say, I only ask the question. So may you achieve all your hopes, goals, dreams, and aspirations. And wishing nothing but happiness for you guys in the year of 2024. May it be a prosperous one. So let me get into my guests. So let's start with the first guest. I believe congratulations are in order to Mr. Ollie on an engagement. So guys, let's give Ollie a round of applause. Congratulations, Ollie. Ollie, how does it feel, my brother, to wear the world's smallest handcuff? Talk to me. How are you, my brother?
Yeah, I don't know why it's such a big deal. I don't know why people make such a big deal out of it. Like it's an achievement. It's not an achievement.
I hope she's not around while you're saying that.
I also hope she's not around, but you know what you're saying, bro.
She just left. She just left.
No, but congratulations. How was Switzerland? Where did you go to? Before we start.
Bro, you need a whole show for me to give you that, bro.
I was just following your Insta and your Facebook. It's like, okay, nah, lekker. What's the euro like? What's the euro like? What's the euro? The euro.
The Swiss francs is 20 rand. It's 20 rand. It's stronger than the euro.
Okay. But you enjoyed it.
It's like 100 rand for coffee, basically.
And a beer? Only and a beer?
Nah, like 120 rand. Like it's... Yeah, but
Stand
obviously,
up, nah.
obviously,
a good place to go to
when
start
you're there,
Do they have for street there? Don't they have for street there?
Now, when you're there, you mustn't look at it that way, man. We just didn't think about it that way.
True. Nah, great love. Nah, but wishing you and the wife.
I'm in a burger and chips, like a decent burger and chips, 800 rand, basically.
Just. Burger, you must. Nah, I can see as a burger fit. You look well fit, though. I must say.
I only had one burger. But further, I ate me more than the cash, bro. I ate all the cash you can get in the world, bro. I had all the cash. But bro, I just had cash every day, cash and wine all day.
Ja, dat was een lekker, man.
Kijk, het is een poep heel dag, bro. Het is een poep heel dag.
It's a feel that but love, my bro. And of course, my fellow North London Carnage guest, Bram the Hotspur. What are you telling me, my brother? Must be over the moon now that Eric Dyer is gone. Look at that smile. It's the first time you're smiling a while.
No wonder the wind is still blowing in Cape Town. Gone with the wind. Gone with the wind.
I'm surprised. Yes. I think the next one he wants all his scoop to believe.
I'm over the moon. But Happy New Year first to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. First of all, Ollie, congrats. Yeah, United does it to you. You don't want to cry alone anymore. He's got reason to miss the games now. I was going to the wife. Nah.
We'll touch on that. We'll touch on that one. Don't worry, we got a big one. That's why he is here. And of course, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend who's been. I can't remember when last I've seen him. I've been waiting. The first time I'm going to do it this year. Beasteroni, it's kebab, you know. Beasteroni, it's kebab, you know. Roni, what you telling me, my brother? Top of the league settings, going for the quad. What are you telling me?
No. Let's not get into the quads just yet. Let's just get there. No. Thanks. First of all, thanks, Davey, for having me again. It's good to be back on Davey D Show. And yeah, compliments of the season to everyone. Congrats, Ollie. Everything all the best for you and your future wife. And then, yeah, from a Liverpool point of view, nothing much to say. The small quadruple, maybe. Small quadruple. Europa doesn't count.
Small quadruple. Look at him playing. Look at him playing it down. Look at him playing it down. No, but love. Yeah, people, I can see there's at least 4 of you watching in the chat. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. And, of course, Link to Footy Therapy is in the description of this video, so it doesn't even take you away from this video. Click on that link, go and subscribe, and of course, like all the videos and look out for the content that Beast and Benny will be posting. Benny would have loved to be with us, but of course, Benny's got a newborn as well, so he's on father duties tonight. So, but he will be there in the comments, which I'm sure of. But anyway, it's been 5 minutes. Gents, only one place to start. I think let's address the elephant in the room. Liverpool
not the elephant on the tree. Not the elephant
on the tree. You see what I did there? You see? Elephant was on the tree only for 4 days and then boof came down. Rowdy, before I give my thoughts, look, for me personally, I see a lot of Arsenal fans coming out saying, yeah, if we had to take our chances, we would have won the game. For me, winners win, and that's what winners do. I think those same Arsenal fans need to look at the FA Cup final when we played Manchester United, and United dominated the game. Ollie, you would know. And then we went on to win the game in penalties, so the Arsenal fans were celebrating that. So for me, in this game, if you don't take a chance, you get punished. I will obviously have my own bit to say about it, but what did you make of the game?
No, I fully agree with what you're saying. We see a game holistically saying that's the one of the chances they should have won. But at the end of the day, if you don't take your chances, you don't win. The Colts win games. So I don't say Liverpool was bad or poor. In the first half, Arsenal definitely was the more deserved team for a win, or leaning more towards a win than Liverpool. But then obviously Liverpool showed why they were champions 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and why they are in all four competitions still, is because regardless of your first half, you're only as good as your end. So the second half was brilliant. And I think the masterstroke was just Klopp being Klopp. Being 0-0 against a full-strength Arsenal team, taking off 2 of your first 11 players and bringing on 2 youngsters. Because everyone, me, myself included, we were like, we need a goal. Why would you go this route? But in the back of your mind, Klopp has been there 8 years, 9 years. We trust in Klopp. We don't just say it, we live it, we believe it. And he's proved us right once again. So I wouldn't say the better team lost. I would say both teams could have won the game by looking at how the game went. And Liverpool deserved it as much as Arsenal would. That is a perfect game where you could have said, whoever would have won that game, you would have said it's a well-deserved win.
Fair enough. Gav, just to touch on, to piggyback off what Beaster just mentioned, I personally think everybody knows my opinions on Arteta. It's been like that for the past, 3 years now already. I personally feel that if Klopp manages Arsenal win the game. And again, like the changes, he brought on 2 interns and yet got the job done. What did you make of it?
Look, for me, I'm going to literally give credit to Liverpool. I, for one, said that I thought Salah was, half-hearted in his, or a bit circumspect in the few games leading up onto that game. I still stand by my statement. However, like Beast said, the second half turnaround from Liverpool as a whole, and he was a key figure in the turnaround of that game on the night. So, yeah, Liverpool, well done, and it's you expect them to be challenging for the league title. And simply because small adjustments, they replaced their midfield with a more energetic midfield than what they had a few years ago. And you can see it pays off. The confidence in the attacking line and the fact that they've got able replacements on the bench. Their strength, they're not focusing on the areas that are concerned. They're just focusing on their strength, which is up front. They rotate. They rotate the players they bring on. Whoever they bring on from the bench maintains the intensity. A different angle of intensity, but they maintain it, and I think that's why Liverpool are where they are at the moment. Because if you look at all the challenges to them, I'm going to say challenges because I think we're all playing catch up to them. There's nobody that has an attacking trio or attacking force that is able to match them.
Yeah, 100%.
And to match them, and when I say match them, is even coming from the bench. Can you match what Liverpool's going to bring on? And I think that is the difference between why Liverpool are top and the rest of us are trying to catch up with them.
No, 100% couldn't have said it any better. Ollie, look, we've had our disagreements about Arteta, and you've stuck by your principles. I will stick by my principles as well. But why are we struggling to score? Because I think if any one of that Arsenal front line is shooting at Tupac, it'd still be alive right now. So what do you make of it, bro?
I don't know. I think it's maybe a confidence issue. I'm not sure. I always say like you can blame the manager until a certain extent, but you can't blame the manager for your moment right there, a second before your moment to fuck it up. You can't blame the manager for that. Like that's your manager's not there with you when you have a moment to score. Like he can only help you to gain your confidence or assist you in terms of what you need to do in that situation. But if you get there and you've got 20,000, 50,000 fans and you fuck up that moment, that's on you as a player. So I don't think it's something you can blame the manager for.
Why not? Don't you think it's 90% manager, 10% players? Because I hear what you're saying, though.
Nah, you can't say that, bruh. Like you
Why
can't say.
not? Okay,
if you look at Kai Havertz, right, for example, right, he's
don't get me started. Don't. Okay, land first.
You
just said that name and I went already.
He shows less desire than Marcus Rashford. So there's already a big problem. Then you got Saka. That's simply a confidence issue, or it's off the ball issue behind the scenes.
I think he's burnt out. I think Saka's burnt out, and that's the manager down to the manager.
Yeah, I think also they didn't. Saka never gets enough time to rest after injuries. I think he always gets rushed back. So also you look at the other side. I think the same thing for Martinelli. I think that's also confidence. So at the end of the day, Bram was speaking about. He's speaking about your front three that Liverpool has and the subs they can bring on. Arsenal doesn't have anything, bro. They got jack shit. They don't have any. Those players have no competition at this moment. You compare Trossard to Martinelli or Saka. Is he really gonna push them to the edge? I don't think so. So it's the caliber of subs that they have, and also at the end of the day, people can wind up Liverpool the way they want to, but look at it this way: Liverpool's not playing great football. The other teams is also just playing worse. So which in Liverpool's favor, it is counting in their favor because now the luck is on their side in terms of they're not getting so much injuries like the other teams, and that's how football works for you. So at the end of the day, you don't have to play beautiful football. Arsenal's trying to play beautiful football, and Liverpool's getting the results, but Liverpool doesn't have to do much to get at the results. So at the end of the day, it works for them. So we have to credit them in that sense because it's the results game. But they're not playing great football, and I can promise you, most Liverpool supporters agree with that.
Go ahead. Before I land, Bram, you go ahead.
I think for me, I do think Arsenal they do have capable replacement on the bench. Trossard is not the worst player in the world, and he's shown that in the Arsenal shirt. I just think it's the lack of trust in from the coach in his players like the Trossards. Where Klopp has full trust, right? And if you look at it, it's in Klopp's tenure at Liverpool, there's been clear transparency. There's a blueprint, and the players buy into the blueprint. If you're on the substitutes bench, the guys know what is expected of them coming in, right? So you never see, you don't see faces hanging at Liverpool when guys are on the bench. At Arsenal, it kind of feels that Trossard, the coach doesn't trust him. He hasn't played him enough. He doesn't trust him. He'll rather run Martinelli and Saka into the ground. And instead of giving him a run of 2-3 games. I think Trossard's an able replacement for not replacement, but you can rest Martinelli for a couple of games and play Trossard and just have confidence and faith in him.
No, 100%. Look, welcome, Benny. Wow.
Hello, gentlemen.
Welcome Benny first before we go. Welcome. Are you good?
But I'm 2024. My resolution is I will not interrupt you on a podcast. That's why I let Bram go ahead. I'm taking this. I'm sure.
But then you wouldn't be you. Then you wouldn't be you, Benny.
Peace, be very happy. Guys, how are you? I miss you, TVT, Bram. Peace, the love of my life. Ollie, my man, welcome back to Load Shedding. Hello, my friend.
I don't have load shedding.
Compliments of the season to everyone. I heard what you were saying. I was watching while I couldn't be on the pod. We will not mention exactly why, but yeah, I was listening. And I have one thing to say, but I know we're not there yet. Ollie, why is it fine enough for Arteta to have his strikers miss them in it, and then it's
Go
not
ahead, say
Arteta's
it.
fault? But with United, when we miss sitters, book and sitters, now it's Eric. Am I right,
In all
Ollie?
his cases, Benny. In all his cases, Benny's fault.
Who said it's Benny's fault?
He did say.
It's not Eric's fault, it's Benny's fault.
McCarthy.
I didn't say it's Eric's
Yeah,
fault.
but that's all I want to know. And also,
No.
with Liverpool and Arsenal, Liverpool had no fucking right winning that game, bruh. They were away from home in the Emirates. They had a midfield of fucking McAllister, Curtis Jones, and Harvey Elliott against Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. First of all, Liverpool don't have Van Dijk. Liverpool don't have Salah. That is his spine. Gone.
Exactly.
Gone.
So that should mean
Him to
that
come
should
out and win
mean-
this game. And guys, Liverpool is still in second gear as we speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They are still in second gear as
Exactly.
we speak. There's something
Exactly,
seriously
but-
wrong with Arsenal. 6-1, bro. 1 in
No,
6,
look.
sorry.
My thing, 1 in 6. So just to piggyback of what Tevez is even saying, big up Tevez. So Nelson
Reece
was
Nelson
playing a
was
good
the
game.
fuck. He was.
Yeah, but you gave Nelson the contract, so why don't you trust him? My thing is just also like Ollie even said earlier as well. Martinelli struggling for form. We all on this panel, we know football is about partnerships. Look at all the left backs Martinelli has played with. He started with Timber at the season. Timber got injured, unfortunate. Fine. Tomiyasu started with Tomiyasu. Zinchenko, Bart Simpson, and now you're playing with Mertesacker Kivio, whose wife was more famous than him for twerking, so that's number one. No? Benjamin, he is not white. Apparently he's injured, but you're flying him over to PSV in a dead grabber game when you can play youngsters. Why? Now, I'll put it down to the
For the
management.
10, for the 10. There's no sun in the Netherlands.
I don't know why he's going to Dubai either. He's probably going to go Sapina Coladas. He's already fucking tan. But anyway, I'm just getting riled up now, actually, just thinking about it. But now, my thing is, apparently, we are trying to play this controlled style now, apparently. That's what everybody keeps telling me. It's a controlled style. We're trying to play like City. Brother, if I have a Datsun, I'm not going to go ride with a BMW or a Lamborghini. You don't have the minerals for that, big man.
Unless you stay in Cape
I lay
Town.
it down to the manager. I lay it down to the manager. That's why everybody is off. The only 3 players that stand out for me this season, and I think I can't even imagine where we would be without them, is Gabriel, Saliba, and Declan Rice. Because let's remember, Declan Rice was not signed to play as a number 6. Declan Rice was going to be Xhaka's replacement. Then, lo and behold, Partey gets injured. What to do? We know 2 years ago Partey is injury prone. Right? We needed a striker. How many times have we said they've been signing up for 2 years? Right? What do? You give Eddie Nketiah the number 14. You don't play him in that game. Look here. Number 14. That's my
That
number
was
14.
weird. And Smith Rowe, Emil Smith Rowe got number 10. Yeah.
Smith Rowe got number 10. He brings Smith Rowe on for how many minutes? He brings
Yeah.
Smith Rowe on for how many minutes?
That was weird.
Now again, Benny, to piggyback of what you were saying when you came in on the pod, why when certain people say this? Guys, the reason where this channel stems from, when I started this channel 4 years ago, is I hate speaking to Arsenal fans, certain sections of this fan base. That is why I enjoy speaking to rival fans more than what I enjoy speaking to my own fans. You know why? Because when Arsenal win, I promise you, 8 o'clock in the morning, my phone goes off. What are you saying about Kai Havertz? What are you saying about Arteta now? When Arsenal win a game, King Kai, that King Kai, I haven't heard from him since. They're gone. And then they ask you a question. Then when you answer them, you know my answer. I'm not going to change my answer. I won't change my answer on the manager. At the end of the day, you're into phase 4. You still haven't won a trophy. You still haven't won a trophy. For me, trophies, it's all about trophies for me. Then when you answer them, then it's, no, you're not proper Arsenal. You're not a proper fan. Blah, 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 blah. Mate, what the fuck is proper Arsenal? Do you think I give a shit what proper Arsenal is? Like my balls are bigger than yours. At the end of the day, For me personally, this fan base is filled with little shits and big fucking twats, if you ask me. And I personally couldn't give a shit. So for me, those men shouldn't even be going to Dubai. If I am coach of Arsenal, I take them to Bolivia in the altitude, let them walk around, let the bees sting them, and let them run cow foot through the favelas of Brazil. They don't deserve to go to Dubai. When they come back from Dubai, I expect us to smash Palace, ba, 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 ba. And if you ask me what I'm hoping for, I'm not going to celebrate top 4, because that shouldn't be an achievement. We are lucky that Spurs have their injuries that they do. If Spurs have a full fit squad, it's long for us. We're long time out of that top 4. So I'm not going to celebrate that. He pushed away the FA Cup. He pushed away the Carabao Cup. Who says we're going to win the Champions League? I can put my cock on the block. We're not going to win the Champions League. We're definitely not going to win the league. So let's trophy us again. So my point is, at the end of the season in May, sack him. That's all I'm going to say. It's klaar gepraat.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, bro. I'm still trying to process a klomp kak what you said now. Cock on the block, sticking. That's stuck. Let's go, bro. I'm thinking,
that's deep. If the man's feeling like that's deep. That's deep.
But KG, the thing with Arsenal is, you know,
it's like you know what? It's like Dan says Arsenal will find a way to be Arsenal. How many times have you seen this already? He's right.
100, yeah.
How many times? So
you have the record
like
for being top.
Even worse, he dyed his hair blonde, Rashford style. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it is what it is.
A striker, though. Arsenal needs a striker. Arsenal needs a striker.
Do you think a striker fix our problem? Do you think a striker fix our problem?
Yes. A proper striker scores goals. A proper striker finishes the chances that your players.
Who's the striker you're going to get in January? Penny, who's the striker you're going to get in January?
That's the problem.
There's nobody
exactly.
going to get.
That's the problem.
There's no one.
Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said to Davy? I'm sorry, quickly, Beaster. I said to him, what must be alarming for any Arsenal fan? It must be a big concern is the signing of the Ferguson to Spurs, right? Whether this guy's going to be a flop or not, that's irrelevant. In the context of what I'm going to say, this guy turned down Bayern Munich to join Spurs, right? Turned them down. That must be worrying for any Arsenal fan, because if you had to ask any player to go to North London, which club will they choose to play? It would be Arsenal. This person turned down Bayern Munich to come to Spurs. For an Arsenal fan, and the way Spurs, with the trajectory Spurs are going in at the moment, that must be a concern for you, because that just means if we had to go for Ivan Toney and you had to go for him, I would, and I said to you before this.
Everybody's saying Ivan Toney. Everybody's saying Ivan Toney.
Yeah,
they want 100 million.
But Toney won't leave Brentford unless money
talks. Brentford wants 100 million. That's it.
Yeah, but
100 million.
Exactly.
The point that I'm trying to make, Benny, is, and I said this to Davey before Christmas even, Arsenal, we Spurs to go for Ivan Toney's signature. He'll sign for Spurs instead of Arsenal.
I also wouldn't sign for Arteta, I can tell you that much.
And that's the reason why.
I don't agree. Sorry, Pista, go ahead. Sorry, but I don't agree with Bram at all.
Now, on the topic of Arsenal need a striker, my thing is now, if you are a team like Arsenal with the amount of players that you have, I classify them as Liverpool when I talk about structure, where your goals can come from. So, like by Liverpool, Nunes is not scoring, yet we don't say we need a striker, because our goals is not coming from there. So why don't you say, because Liverpool striker is not scoring, we need a striker? So you blaming Arsenal not scoring solely on a striker, but you have
exactly
Saka, who is probably one of the top 5 right wingers in the world, with Salah. So if Salah is up there scoring or assisting, he's not a striker. No is Saka, no is Martinelli. If you bring a striker in there, do you really think Arsenal's whole world is going to change around? And
but these Arsenal is creating chances, guys.
At the end of the day, where does it come down to? Where does it come down to? Who's supposed to fix this problem? Who's supposed to fix that? Who's supposed to fix it? Okay, thank you.
Guys, if you are not creating chances, then you are worried. Then you start thinking about structure and tactics and patterns of play and routines. But you guys are missing sitters, guys. You create chances and your players are missing sitters. It's a difference.
Benny,
What
Benny,
Nunes-
Benny,
what about
before you
Højlund?
guys left. Benny,
Højlund is
how can you spend?
Højlund is missing. Remember Richarlison when he started the season at 9? He missed everything.
Yeah, we.
Scored 1 goal. He missed a few sitters I can name in the past 3 weeks.
A
Højlund missed-
trick in the week.
Nunes missed every. He scores the difficult ones. He misses this. So how is the responsibility only on that one play? The chances is there. Martinelli was the top goal scorer in 2-3 months ago. He was your top goal scorer. Same like Salah. Saka was ranked up there as the best player in the world because of what he brings. He crosses the ball. He scores goals. He's free kicks.
The reason why we say this, Pista, look at the options that they currently have. It's Gabriel Jesus and it's Eddie Nketiah. You don't win a league with that too. I'm sorry.
At the end
Even
of the
more
day,
Jesus, we needed a striker.
at the end of the day, right? If you, Pisa, you said about Richarlison. If we didn't have Son scoring our goals, we would be in a similar problem. We would be playing good football, creating chances, but no one can finish. Arsenal's problem is they need someone that's going
A 30 goal. They need a 30 goal.
to finish it.
Yeah, but look at it like this now. Now I'm going to throw another curveball to you because of FFP and because this idiot of a manager has now spent 67 million on Shy, make me want to slit my wrist and die habits. We don't have enough money to spend a striker. We don't have enough money to spend on a striker in January. I can give you 2 names, 3 names actually, where you could have used that money to 10 million plus. You can go sign Madison and Kudus. 10 million more than that 70 million, than that 65 million that you spent on there. That lays down with Arteta and Edu for me.
But
Who are you going to get?
I will approach Ivan Toney and I say, look, yeah,
We can't go for Tony, Beaster.
Hey?
We can't go for Tony. We can't. We
Why
scared.
not?
I will go for Tony. I tell him in the media, we say we're signing you for 100 million. Place 2 bets. Give our money back in 2 weeks' time. Playing for
Bam.
Come to us with
James. James. Pause. We're going to have this one here. Pause, guys. Just pause quickly. Let's give him a solid welcome. Let's give him a clap of hands. Give him a clap of hands.
Let's go. Let's start the show.
What's up, man? Nigel. What's up?
That's what I lost to Middlesbrough in the week. That's what I
What is this like that?
Cape Town.
Why do you look like Steve Pompela?
It's good, bro. How you just doing?
We're good, man.
Not as good as you.
Yeah.
Not as
Happy
good as
New Year
you.
to you, Master P, my brother.
Happy New Year, gents.
I might have a lot of money for January.
You look like Steve Pompela.
Sorry, I'm
Nah.
We missed you,
Nah,
fam.
no stress. Likeness is greatness, my brother. You came in at the top.
No, everybody has it. It's money in the ears, bro.
Pascal, just turn up the volume a bit on your headset, my brother. Just turn the volume a bit up on your headset.
And what Space Brim is it? Look like black coffee. Black coffee in visa.
Let's hear quickly. Speak again.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me properly?
Now, loud and clear. Now it's much better.
Read coffee. Read coffee.
Pascal, these motherfuckers are taking the first year. But on that segue, welcome, Master P. When these guys are done with their madness, Master P, Chelsea, one step forward, 3 wins on the bounce, and then losing to Middlesbrough. Look, I still think you'll turn that second leg around, but what have you made of it? Not only the Carabao Cup, but
They won't. Why are you saying they'll turn it around? They won't. They won't.
They want what? They want what,
You're not
right?
going to win.
Is it?
You won't go to win.
let's go. What have you made of it?
What are you going to do?
About the first leg. About the first
You're
leg.
going to embarrass yourself against Liverpool. You're not even going to make it there.
Forget about people who don't have money. Let's not talk about people who don't have money or trophies. Ask me something, David. The first leg, obviously, it could have gone either way.
We did kill the market.
Cole Palmer had a lot of chances, but I didn't have
Chelsea had to win that game 10 though. Chelsea had to win by 10.
Exactly.
Cole Palmer must at least 4 sitters.
Exactly. So obviously, the second leg, we are going to be in the final. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about the first leg, to be honest with you guys.
Louis!
Master B, take your welding glasses off, man.
I'm a little bit. It's hot out here.
I just want to know, how does it feel like spending 600 million pounds and you're competing with Luton?
A billion. It's a billion. They spent $1 billion.
Pounds and you are competing with Luton Town.
No, dude. I'm actually thirsty. Let me just pour myself a little something. You can't hear me. Listen.
Yeah, man, it's only music, something wrong with Pascal's audio.
And visual.
Let me jump out and then I'll come back.
Yeah, jump out. Jump out and jump back in, Master P.
Fly out and fly back in. Fly out.
Thank you, that's fucking comment, baby. You know that you can't do this to me every time, man. I'm trying to keep a straight face, bro. Look at you, man, laughing and it's like, what? You guys are laughing.
When B said it's 3 coffee. When B said it's 3 coffee. That kills me. Recoffee.
Nah.
You look like you're welding glasses.
I'm waiting all night for Masterpiece for Chelsea.
Look at instigate, man. Yo, that was brilliant.
You guys crack me up, nah.
How Masterpiece saying, man? They just want now a solid 250 million.
How could you want more money? How could you want more money, man? Like seriously, Prem, you had Poch as your manager. What have you made of it? How do you feel about Poch? Because obviously you have a soft like.
I see struggling there. He's struggling.
He's struggling because it's like he's got a whole lot of second-hand cars that they paid a lot of money for. There's a lot of second-hand players that's there.
Like we buy second-hand cars.
Like we buy cars.
And you know what messes with me is the fact that Chelsea had this long list of players they wanted.
Which they got though.
No, they got 15. The one they didn't really go for this one as the best player at the moment is Cole Palmer. He wasn't on that target list. This was the.
Do you know what it is? Like there by Witten Circle, there's that car dealership on the side there on the grass, no? Hold up.
I see that.
Opposite the
Range Rover and a BMW. But the reason is a whole lot of tears, ventures, a whole lot of broken cars. But this is 2 cars. That Argentinian in midfield and Cole Palmer shouldn't be at Chelsea. They should not be there. That's a whole lot.
Why not anyone?
Are you a fan of Enzo? I'm not. I'm not a fan of Enzo.
I think he's a very good player. He's just in the wrong team, and it's just showing.
What does he do well?
What did you want?
Anyone can win the World Cup with Messi. Anyone can win the World Cup with Messi in your team.
No, McAllister.
Look how BC has McAllister turned up 3s at Liverpool. Okay, he's playing out of position though. It's not his position.
That was going to
be not his position. He's not a number 6 though. But
that is not doing that is not pulling out 3s. Like I get what you're saying now, but what he's doing well. But he has a mistake in him. Does he look like a World Cup winning midfield? No.
He's better than the 3 that United signed.
Who's the 3 that United signed?
But look.
Here we go.
But look at it like this. Look at it like this for me. You like Bram, you said he's just in the wrong team or whatever. Everyone likes to go on the Chelsea environment. Havertz hasn't been pulling up threes by us. Havertz is shit. We knew that for 3 years already. Mason Mount, yes, granted he's been injured, hasn't been pulling up threes. Hakim Ziyech hasn't been pulling up threes by Galatasaray. Tammy Abraham hasn't been pulling up threes in Roma. The fact is, these players are just not good for me. But Pascal, I'll let you speak on it once you're back and talk to me, my brother. Explain.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Much better.
Brilliant. Loud and clear. I think it was the glasses.
It's covering your mic.
What was the question again, Davey? Just so I answer it accurately.
Is it time? Do you think Poch's neck is on the line right now?
No, not yet, bro. Come on, no, nothing like that. He's gonna finish the season. I don't think there's any threat, especially if he makes the cup finals. I don't think there's gonna be any threat of him getting fired. I still believe he has to win something. Obviously, no matter how small it is, just to get that little pressure off of him. But I don't think there's enough pressure of him to get fired just yet. I don't believe that. I think so many people have come in and out that surely you'll be given some sort of room, at least one more season, to do something.
Tuchel, Potter, and now Poch, no?
Mm-hmm.
That's the three under Bowley so far.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Poch has enough respect that they'll give him the season. I don't think they'll sack him the season.
No, I don't think
what he has to deal with. And it's not fair if they do. I don't think.
Yeah, no, there's just a lot of movement, to be honest with you guys, for him to get fired. Just
like you say 250, like what would you add more to a squad that bought $1 billion worth of players, bro? Like what more do you need?
Ollie, we can't hear you, eh?
Ollie, you did
it for a reason.
You're like you're constipated.
I'm saying it doesn't make any sense to buy any more players, bro. I mean, they must both with
like who?
Why would you want? What do you want to buy? No.
Who do you want to buy?
They don't want to buy new. They want to replace.
No, it's just basically. I think
already.
Okay, no, somebody's lagging. Somebody's lagging, so I can't hear what. But anyway, let me just answer that.
Lagging.
Yeah, or maybe your budget at Spurs that's lagging. But anyway,
After saying
you didn't even think of that one, man. You didn't even think that was
on the fly.
Timing, perfect. Love it.
So no pun intended. I'm thinking, Beaster, like to answer your question, right, Beaster? I think just maybe like because with what happened with us up front with the whole Kuku injury, and then how inconsistent Jackson is, maybe nah. I mean, come on, don't play like that, baby. Roja is not somebody we can rely on. But maybe somebody who's like a center forward, man. It doesn't have to be anybody expensive, but somebody who at least will put the ball in the back of the net on a regular basis. That's pretty much what I can think of. I don't know who's on the market, to be honest with you guys, but maybe just that, just for the sake of the injuries and all of that, shooting blanks like up front. Maybe somebody like that.
Must be you can't. Chelsea and the fans and they can't expect anything. Like there's nothing you guys can expect you can't even expect to be in the top 4. This is a brand new team, it's a brand new manager. You need to this is a project where it's simply about time. You can't want to buy more players now, bro. Next season,
you think the players is right though?
This team next season, bro, is gonna be a massive problem. Next season, this team is gonna be a massive problem. But you can't want to add more players. He must build with this now, what he has now. Trust these ones that he has now. That's all. There's enough quality in every position. More than enough. You can't want to go buy more players. What do you want to buy, bro? It's stupid to even think about wanting to buy more players. That makes no sense.
that is what I was saying when you said a 250 for a clinical finish. You're not gonna buy. You're gonna buy a player, but you're gonna have to replace Nkunku, Jackson, Broya. I understand Broya wasn't your go-to. He's your backup guy. But between the strikers that you bought, surely they can do the job.
They
Because
can, of course.
that is
Two brand new number 9s. Two brand new number 9s. They bought
Yes.
two brand new number 9s. Who does
Exactly.
that in a window? Who does that in a window? Now they want another one in January. And now they want another one in January. It's madness.
They
But
want to
dude,
keep the FA Cup
Like,
Carabao
they
and
speak
the
like this, no? They speak like this, but they are things. They are things. They are putrid.
They put halfway players in Belleville. Nicholas Jackson only had because he was diamond.
And
That's why
what pays you, nah?
I agree with the quality of the Chelsea players. I'm not so sure, but I don't know them. I don't know
But I'll tell
them.
you, to respond to all his point, I hear what he's saying, and like it's got a valid point. Obviously, it's supposed to be some sort of like it's a project in the sense that, especially Poch's first season with all of his incomings and all that. But don't forget that you're dealing with a club that doesn't have any patience. You know what I mean? Like they expect
Roman
something
never
to
had
be done
patience.
immediately.
Roman never had patience. Roman Abramovich never
Yeah,
had
but
patience.
Benny,
Roman would never have bought all these players.
Yeah.
Benny, but don't
bought him
forget,
another
Benny.
yacht. Bought him another player.
You should have put them all on the yacht and
Roman never had patience. We all know that. And the
Roman them knew how to do business, bro. They bought the right players, bro.
No, I get what you're saying, but that impatience probably has carried over to the new leadership. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Because otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten rid of what's this? Not Porter. Forget Porter. Porter didn't know what he was doing. But the German
Tuchel.
Yeah, Tuchel. Yeah, like yeah.
Also,
If it wasn't for that, yeah,
Chelsea.
no, definitely. I've already said that on the pod that Tuchel's
Yeah.
departure was a
As we
mistake.
all know, we all know why he left, because he had no control of the incomings.
Yeah,
He couldn't
obviously,
sign the
yeah,
players he
obviously.
wanted to. They signed these players and told him they can do, and that you don't do that to a world-class elite manager.
I also don't think that Roman would have signed half of these players. I mean,
Nope.
I wouldn't know.
he
No.
hardly
Probably not. No. Yeah.
That's why
he
I agree
hardly
with.
had a bad buy. He just was impatient, like we said with De Bruyne and Salah. He was just impatient, but they weren't bad signings, you know. But I don't think he would have signed half of these Belleville players.
And that's why I agree with what Ollie is saying. Ollie is saying Roman bought clever, which was good. Chelsea has so much money now. They like that rich kid walking into the shop. He wants a toy in every fucking aisle. He wants his mommy says he can have one toy. He takes one in every aisle. Liverpool one guy say, "No fuck me taking him."
Bro, he takes the toys.
We want
He
him
takes the
also.
toys. He takes the toys of the kids in the line, in the queue. You go pay.
Everything he wants.
You take them off. You look at what he did with Arsenal and what's that cock player?
Modric.
With Mudrik.
Modric.
Mudrik was an Arsenal player. Bowley went and gave Brother Man a PowerPoint presentation and hijacked the deal. Which means
Show me any team.
Which
show me any
means-
team
which
that
means-
bought more than 7 players and won something in that first season.
No.
I can't see that. Who did that?
never.
I mean,
No,
he
I don't
just
think it's ever
bought
been
his
done.
players. He bought his players
not in
purely
one
out of
window.
spite, bro. So you can't have them. So I bought them.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
It's like in
I feel that.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Blackburn,
Yes. 100% pistol.
only Blackburn.
Blackburn is the only
Yeah,
one I
but I
can
mean,
remember.
one team B. I mean, it's mad.
Did Blackburn sign him all one season and then win it?
Yes.
What did Forest think? What's going to happen? with the
Alan Shearer, Chris Sutton, Tom Sherwood. Was that?
Sutton came the
Sutton.
next year when they won the league. Sutton
Oh,
came
Sutton came the next year, yeah.
Sherwood, they signed 7 players.
95.
He signed Flowers from Southampton in one season.
7 players and won the league. Jack Walker,
Yeah.
Kenny Dalglish.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
sure
that's
if
a
you look
one-off.
at
That
back
was a
then,
one-off, though.
it was
That was
all
a one-off.
players that
That's a
made sense
one-off.
to buy.
Yeah.
Players that was key to the system.
Yeah.
Obviously worked. But I mean,
Yes, no system, let's just players.
This market, you can't, bro. You can't do that. I mean, look at Forest, for example. Forest probably signed
But
more players in Chelsea.
They,
Yeah.
Does it all amount to
Anyway.
a focus price?
All 52 of them. But it must be tough to be a Chelsea supporter, bro.
Yeah, it must be so tough. No,
It must be tough.
That's only Master P, and Master P is the only one I know in all the whole of Nigeria, and I know no one else.
Say no
No
more.
one supports Chelsea, bro. Fuck it.
But look, speaking of Chelsea, Ollie actually sent me now a pic of there, Bram went. Actually, I was gonna come onto the Spurs segment, but this land. You know, on the fantasy league, if you wanna sign Werner, he's still he's a Spurs player, but they have him in a Chelsea shirt. I just saw that.
I shall. I'd rather leave it out.
Seriously, Ollie just sent it to me now. That's man. Ollie just posted.
Ollie, did you sign in for your fantasy?
Who, me?
Oh no, we probably just went to go check him out, man.
Yeah, you can just check.
I'll probably wait about 2 weeks.
I'm actually considering it, huh? I'm considering
Timo Werner.
6.5. I'm on my wild card.
Look, he's very cheap, bro. And I mean, compared to what he was, he was 9.6, 9.5 when he came to Chelsea. He's now 6.5.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't.
You're gonna get every space for that price. So if he's your third striker,
Why did he leave Leipzig alone in January? That's my thing. Why would a striker leave? Why would a striker leave a club in January on loan?
No, it's probably game time.
He's gonna help them get to the top 4, bro. He's gonna help them get to the top 4. I'm telling you, Werner is a push good player. Chelsea was just a cuck team, but Werner's a push good, bro. Like he's gonna be such a benefit.
I see his quality, but I'm not a fan.
That's
I'm also not a fan either.
That's definitely top 4.
I'm not a fan either.
They in it, bro.
But the thing is, though, David.
We couldn't get Chelsea to a top 4.
He got Chelsea with the Champions League title anyway.
Not even the Lukaku.
He did actually smash the P.
He did win the Champions
League. I think he signed him for 2 things: his speed, and what he's gonna give us. Like with Liverpool at the moment, if they take a forward off, they bring the same thing on. I think for him, it's just to keep up the intensity. We know he's not quality, but if he takes off Johnson and he brings Werner on, we maintain that intensity of speed on the width on the wide, right? With Madison's injury, he can now move Kulusevski in the middle. He can now play Johnson on the right, Werner on the left. We lack intensity. Richarlison up front. If he makes a change, he can move Werner up front. It's just that it just gives us a little bit more. And when Madison comes back, Kulusevski moves out to the right. He's trying to make sure that we maintain for 90 minutes, we maintain the intensity of our football. And that's why Werner is ideal for the type of football that we are playing.
I agree.
Realistic, now, any team in the top 8 would take Werner if it's a low until the end of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. I don't want anything out of that fucking shithouse club that middle. Yeah. I don't want anything from them. They sold me Williams, W. Wade, and Arteta with Kai Havertz. Just speak for yourself. Don't speak for me. I don't want anything from them. I wouldn't even take a virus from them. Sorry, Beast. I don't want anything from Chelsea. Speak for yourself. I don't want nothing from them. But Bram, let's dive into the big game this weekend as well. Spurs versus Manchester United. You done them last time you played them. How are you feeling about this one? And of course, with Eric Dyer leaving, you must be over the moon. Let's talk about that. Let's touch on that.
Obviously, who wouldn't be happy if he leaves? I'm so happy he's gone. I'm so happy he's gone. And listen to Postecoglou the other day speaking to Rio when he spoke about when he took over. The first thing that he needed to do was to understand the squad, and sometimes in any squad that is taken over, you got to look at the bad elements before you replace or try and figure anything out. What is the toxicity in the team, and if someone is a good fit for the change room, and I think that the 2 players that he actually wanted to get rid of, and this, I think Kane is the one player that he wanted to. He was actually happy with Kane leaving, and I think Dyer was the other one. I mean, this guy was fit to play Emerson Royale at centre back over Eric Dyer. Tells you he could not wait to get rid of Eric Dyer. He couldn't. So I'm glad with the changes that's coming. I mean, Hugo Lloris has been sitting there for the entire since the start of the season. They found him a club as well. So we're clearing out. Ben Davies is the last to go. He's the last one still standing.
Lloris is gone.
Over this last 2 months. I didn't think there was any hope for him. I don't even think Jesus could have saved that guy's foot. Yeah. But he's improved holistically.
True. But look, let's look at it like this. You mentioned Lloris, but
whole of London is going to be big rivals in the next 3-4 years.
hey, don't drop me in with them lot. Hello. We in the mud now, but we're not that in the mud. Don't drop me in with that lot. There's only 3 games.
According to Ollie, Chelsea's up there next season. According to Ollie, Chelsea's up there next season. But as we speak, Arsenal's the Kings of London.
All jokes aside, are you looking upwards now, Gav? Realistically now, you're still in the FA Cup. You're like, what, 1 point off us, if I'm not mistaken? So, yeah, what are you looking at now?
3 points off the top. Well, Sunday's game.
No, I'm talking about for the rest of the season. We're coming on to Sunday's game. That's my next question, actually. But give the segue in, by the way.
For the rest of the season, it's going to be... There's a lot of... What has impressed me is, right? So we went through the blip, and in the blip, he tried a few things, and I was very concerned about this guy being our coach. But he swung it around so quickly within 3 weeks. But in the Premier League, 3 weeks is a lot. 3 weeks is 3 losses is 9 points, right? But he's resurrected himself. You guys going on your dip as soon as we ended ours. So that brought us now back in again within the shout of... I fancy Spurs to finish third. Let alone fight with the top 4. We could finish second or third.
I agree.
Fully fit, and with the reinforcements that we've brought in, hopefully by the time these guys come back from Africa, they don't have any viruses or illnesses. Because
so racist.
Underrated
so racist.
Team this season.
Why would you say that about my AFCON? Why would you say something like that?
Huh?
I'm actually looking forward to the AFCON.
Like he's lumming in Europe, man. Like he's lumming in Europe.
But that's the truth. These guys will come. The AFCON will finish today. No? They'll come back in 2 weeks' time, still celebrating with their countries. Then they must. So they will take the time to
I hope Cameroon wins so that we can be 2 weeks without Onana.
Onana's gonna play on Sunday, no? Onana's gonna play.
We'll know tomorrow if Onana's playing on Sunday. If he is
playing, I can send you something. He's playing.
First AFCON game.
No, he's not missing the first AFCON game is the next day. He's going
to supposed to finish fully fit squad. Down the rulers out to finishing second.
Ahead of Liverpool, ahead of City, ahead of Arsenal. Who? Behind Liverpool, behind City, behind Arsenal. Spurs 2. Who?
Oh, you can count Arsenal at the end. Our season is done.
Behind City.
Behind City.
Yeah, behind
I
City.
disagree with Ollie. Look here, guys. Now, Liverpool is top. Look at City's last 6 Premier League results. They dropped so many points. They missed a full 3 games, a 3-point fixture against Luton that they need to still play. They lost and drew 1 in the space of like 5 weeks.
They're going to come now, bro. They're going to go on like a mad run. I think they
and the Prime
I expected Liverpool to be at least 8 points clear with what City went through this past December, November.
Yeah, City's going to come.
Let Pascal land, Pascal. Let Pascal land, Pascal.
No, let this finish because I'm gonna jump on after he makes his point.
Go.
Okay. No, I agree. I think I'm gonna maybe stress the same point that Oli was gonna make now. That I'm not worried about City dropping points now. Because we've seen it the last 2 seasons already. That has happened, right? And when it counts the most, they know how to finish. So I'm not really worried about. I think I'm worried about everybody else not running away with the league more so than what they're going to, because. For as long as the gap is 8 points, I'm never going to count those guys out. You know what I mean? Like anything.
The gap can be 20, bro. As you from Christmas, the gap can be 20, bro.
For real?
Yeah. And they'll still manage to win it on the final day of the season or something like that. So,
That's mad, bro. That's mad mentality, bro.
But you know what? That's just about mentality. It's everything. It's everything. It's 10 out of 10 if you're gonna have a tick list now for a brilliant football club and how everything that's city for you. You will tick from top to bottom. They have money, but they spend it wisely. They have players from the academy mixed with players that they signed, but it's not players that they signed for. City can walk away from players, man. They can do that.
This is really the season that we can have a different
The one difference of
we hope so, Ali.
Is 2020 we won the league without getting a single big injury. 2021 we were contenders, favorites to win the league again. We got vital injuries that affected us.
And COVID.
This season we got 11 players out, top players. I'm talking about Sobers like Trent, Van Dijk, Salah coming now.
They only were injured now, bro. They got injured now only, bro.
Are we going to talk about injuries now, Ali? Are we talking about injuries now, Ali? Are we talking about injuries now? All of a sudden, Bista.
You don't know what I'm going
Bista, they only got injured last week. Bista, they were buzzing while the others all injured. They only got injured now, Bista. Go.
This guy, and it will make sense. I'm not saying they were injured and we got all that points. I'm not talking about what happened. We were playing, we got all the points we were supposed to. I'm talking about the run that's coming.
Yeah,
it's different. Now we're going into a run with all these injured. We didn't get it yet. We're getting it now. So if we can come through, luckily for us, we don't play this week. That's another trend.
Oh, that break, it's quite now. It's quite, yeah, it's quite.
This injuries is working in our favor because majority of our players will be back at our next league game. Our next league game we get born.
Bro, this game was a luck, bro. This is all about luck.
Peace. I was actually going to touch on. I actually want to ask you a United question, but seeing that we're here already. For me, it's been your best player this season thus far. I don't know if you can disagree with me, but how big of a miss do you think Trent is going to be, and how long do you think he's going to be out? How long is he going to be out for?
According to them, it's not a big injury. It's a slight injury to the knee. So they're saying 3 weeks. That 3 weeks is back the end of the month. So you'll only miss Bournemouth. I'm not worried about the Carabao Cup. I'm not worried about FA Cup. He's back.
I think Gomez has been doing well, actually.
No, fuck no, bro. No, bro. You will not tell me that.
No.
The thing is,
he's not been doing too bad.
You can play Conor Bradley. You can play Gomez. Defensively, it's fine. But we must that going forward that Trent gives us.
Yeah.
And there's so much mistakes in Gomez.
Yeah. But
so much mistake in trainer is one Arnold as well. And Virgil van Dijk.
It's visible, it's evident. Quickly.
I didn't Martinelli kill him now.
To the right back.
When Martinelli came on, he killed Trent. He had to move Trent to the midfield.
Yeah, Martinelli always does that. Martinelli's been doing it for Trent for years already.
I think the second half of the season is gonna be fucking mad, bro. Like I think we just had how many times have the top spot now changed? I think it's about 3-4 times.
I thought you were gonna say the second half of the season United is gonna come back.
Nah, we'll probably make top 4. Just. I feel like. Nah, I think.
Are you still believing in Ten Hag's process?
No, I think we'll come back. I think we can.
Kijk, Bram, at the end of the day, going out to the Champions League, going out to the Carabao. What's it, Carabao? What are we out of?
You've seen now.
Rocky.
Good football. The results is all that matters at this moment now. And United's not playing well, but they're getting the results.
And not just that, going out of all of that will help United now. Now we have time. We have played the most games last season. Now we have time to train this time on the pitch.
But there's nothing. What is encouraging for you as a United fan at this point in time? Looking at
bro, leave me and my team. I'm encouraged enough by United. I'm encouraged enough by Eric. I'm encouraged.
Benny, wait, just stop it. Stop it. Listen.
Yeah, let's come on to United. Let that be the next segue. I'll end up with Liverpool because I want to talk about us.
Let's
for me,
Benny, listen. I hear what you're saying. Okay, Benny, let me just address Benny quickly. I love Benny and he knows that. Like, listen.
You got to play better than Casado. 18-year-old Mainu.
Like, like Ben, I know Ben is trying to be positive and he's trying to believe in his team. And look, you guys are in a better shape than we are. That's a fact. But I mean, come on, man. You're really telling me that you're encouraged.
Can I tell you why I'm encouraged? Can I tell you why I'm encouraged? Can I explain to you why, so you can maybe understand? So I'm encouraged now. I'm encouraged because now, at the end of the January, we get back Mason Mount, we get Casemiro, we get back Luke Shaw, we get back the brilliant Harry Maguire. But it's not about average. It's about when United have injuries now, like last season, we had both our left backs out. Both Tarama last year, both Luke Shaw. Yes, I'm talking about injuries. Listen to me. So we had up to 25 injuries this season. There's never been one time where our four at the back. Let me talk. I gave you a hearing. Our four at the back, and not once this season did we play four defenders the next game twice in a row. Yeah, literally did.
Since we got the physiotherapist from Arsenal, that guy, since he came to United.
And the due date is just coming all shorter and shorter. So the team now, if you look at it, we didn't have them for most of the season. We struggled without them. And Eric not once did he blame the injuries. He believed that if you can put 11 players on that play for Manchester United, they should win the game. We all know that is never the case. And it's all about routines. It's all about time, which is what we never had. That's why I say going out to the Champions League and not being in the Europa was a good thing for United. Going out to the FA Cup was a good thing for United. Out to the Carabao Cup was a good thing for United because now there's time. There's time to train. What time did Eric have on the training field with United for the past season?
Benny, can I ask you a question?
Answer me that.
I don't understand.
We've been playing every 3.
I also don't understand, Bram. I also don't understand.
Right?
Say again?
I don't understand, Benny. You mean to tell me that they only worked with the players that are injured? The rest of the players in the squad, everything that he's doing is alien and foreign to them. Because they look clueless. You look at Liverpool, they bring players in, backup players, everybody knows what the style is, what's the system, this is how we play, this is how we go forward. You look at Spurs, and this guy has made the most average players, everybody bought in. This is what we do, this is how we play, this is how we defend, this is how we attack. You mean to tell me that the players that you are currently playing have got no idea what Ten Hag has been doing all season, and you're waiting for the rest of them to come back from injury?
Bro, that's our players. That's our starting 11. Look, what did I say at the beginning? At the beginning of the season, I told you United have a starting 11, and that is it. We don't have players to come off the bench to change everything. We have our starting 11. We have our starting 11, and that is it. Bro, the rest, Eric has is try to implement a system which you couldn't with the players that you have. The signings that you have brought in. I'm talking. It's not good enough. It is not. But it's not
good enough.
No, I'm not saying that.
Can I come in here?
No, you will not say that.
No.
Show me. Okay, show me. You said you have 11 Spurs. Literally only have 11 players. We only have 11 players, right?
Can I come?
We had 11 players. We had
injuries.
We had injuries. But you could still see the players that came in. We were doing the same thing. What we did in the games when we were winning, in the games we were losing, we were doing the same thing. People criticized the high line. We did it with our players. We could see it, right? That is the blueprint of Spurs. That is their style. Everybody that came in knows. What is it that your players that are coming in when you are struggling don't know what your style of football is? Is that not alarming to you as a fan that this is the man at the helm of your football club?
It's not alarming for me from the manager side. It's alarming for me from the quality side of my team. That's where it's alarming. It's not the manager. It's what is alarming is that it's a culmination of things that has been taking place over a long time that we are now feeling the brunt of. It's the recruitment of years of time. Look at what we did with Sancho today. We sent him on loan to Dortmund. The recruitment of United has been shit for the past 10 years. Buying and selling, and now is when everything has come to a head, and we are feeling the full brunt of the neglect and the incompetence of the last since Fergie. And that is the truth, guys.
That still not got anything to do with what is this coach's blueprint of his football. What is his
Well, time will tell, bruh. Time will tell. Arteta
He's been there for
took
2
to 4 years, 4 seasons. You're judging this man on his first and a half season, and he's one team gone. After the season that he had last season. No, bro. No
Only
way.
come in. Let Oli land. Let Oli land.
No, bruh.
You fans are. You know what United fans know is that abuse woman goes back to her husband. He hits me because he loves me.
Now I'm telling you now that we're gonna bust you on Sunday, though. 100% United is. We are going to bust Spurs on Sunday. You are going to bust Spurs.
Oh, you're supposed to. You're supposed to.
No, bruh. There's not in this league. There's nothing like that. There's no cut teams in this league, gents. You can lose to Luton as much as you can lose to City. There's no cut teams in this league. The fact that you are where you are now proves that.
Question, Oli. Ask your question.
Oli, what's your take? Any response? If you have a response to Bram, let's hear what you got to say.
No.
Actually, I agree with Calvin. The points difference is not huge.
Look, for me, like I certainly think some of these guys being injured is a blessing towards this team. I'm just saying, like for me, like I didn't even think if we had all our players there, we would have actually done really better. Maybe a bit, I'm not sure. So
saying that Martinez and Casemiro are fine.
I'm just saying that the last since these guys, I mean, there was a time when all of them were there and we looked.
I like Kobe Mino. I'll give you that much. I love Kobe Mino, honestly.
Players like Kobe
for president.
Players like Kobe Mino will never see if these guys are all fit. So for me, it's like I look at the team. I think the manager obviously I don't know. The thing is, the manager can't find a balance in this team, and I think that's his biggest problem. So if your manager can't find a balance in the team, he's never gonna be able to play the way he wants to play in his style. You can't first get a style of football and then want to get a balance. He's doing it wrong. That's what I feel. So that's why I don't think if we had all our players, he would still pick the team, right? I still feel like he has favorites. He still picks certain players over others, even though they're underperforming. Those are things that's on the manager. If he sees players underperforming and is not taking them out of the firing line, that's on the manager. So all these players, they were available, but they still look dog shit. So it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, and I as a United fan, it's like we're just celebrating these little wins or these vibes because that's all
I don't celebrate nothing like that, bro. I don't celebrate nothing.
That's all we have. We
it's
have
tough to watch United now, bro. You don't look forward to it.
I enjoy. I'm rather proud of like guys like a Mainu who comes to like a brag about something like that because it's beautiful, man. Because that's all I can see in the team. But
we're not gonna beat Spurs on Sunday.
Yeah,
100%. We're gonna pass Spurs on Sunday. Make you guys, because we didn't deserve to lose that game at what you call the stadium, this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We didn't deserve to lose that game there at all. They were lucky with that win, and he knows it. But I can say what he knows it. He knows it. And if he doesn't, he's lying to himself.
I don't know when they're going to see. I don't know.
You were lucky against us. We're not talking about Liverpool. I'm telling you, you were lucky against us. And that's not going to happen this Sunday. This Sunday, we are bashing you. And I'm thinking 3-1.
Wow.
That's how much I feel we're going to bash you.
We even scored 2 goals, Benny.
We're going to score 3 against Spurs.
Yo, Benny, we can't score.
What's that Khaleesi bro's name? Dragustan. Straight. Werner straight. Pass, bro. Pass. Capital B. Capital B.
Yo!
Make it waste, bro.
We won't lose. I'm telling you now, we won't lose. If we don't beat, it'll be a draw.
I didn't say pass as in we're going to draw you, my man. I said pass as in we're going to beat you. Not draw. Not beat you, bro. We will beat you.
Beat us.
Going to beat you. You're going
to beat you, bro. Left on the left.
I hope you play. What's his name? Maino. I hope you.
Maino's a win, bro. Watch. Maino's gonna make the Euros, gents. He's gonna make the team for the Euros.
Benny,
like the four
Benny, just on that. What I would have liked from Ten Hag, what other coaches do, I would speak on Klopp's behalf. What he does is a player like Conor Bradley or a player like Harvey Elliott or Curtis Jones, when they came out, they didn't come out to replace an injured player. Why must Mainu come because players are injured?
Mainu started preseason all the games. Mainu started against Arsenal.
Mainu was going to start.
Mainu was going to start against Arsenal.
He got injured.
Because he lost Rice. He started against Dortmund and he got injured against Real Madrid in preseason where they fell on him like 5 minutes into the game. And he only got back now.
When I say
From
something,
preseason.
when all you're just like bang, 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 but it's more to it. You answering a part of the question, but it's irrelevant. Mainu is a player. You want to tell me there's no one else that can be on the bench for when Rashford plays cut and you can take him over and bring someone else on? Or when Hoyland is cut, there's someone you can bring on from the academy. There's no one. Mainu is one player.
By the way, let's
As a number 9, no? We don't have a number 9. We have Martial who's never there. But who else? Joe Hugel is 17, guys.
Bring Greenwood back. What the
We
fuck?
must bring Greenwood back. We must bring Greenwood back.
In La
Yeah, in La Liga. We must bring Greenwood back.
Greenwood back. The league is too easy for him, bro. He's playing in the league is easy for Greenwood, bro.
Keep Sancho there forever. He left today.
Are we paying Sancho's wages, bro?
75 million.
Are we paying his wages while he's there? All his
A
wages.
third. 1/3 of it. 1/3.
Do you admit now Oliver is Sancho's cock?
Nah, but I'm never gonna admit that, bro. I'm not. Why would I admit that, bro? Why would I admit that?
Nobody. Don't get us wrong, Bram. We're not saying the man is cuck. We're saying he's a knife. There's a difference between his cuck. We're saying he's a cunt. You're not saying he's cuck, bro. We're saying he's a cunt. There's a difference. No, he's not cuck. He's a cunt. He's a
Watch him
cunt.
shine playing for Liverpool Santos.
There's a difference, my man. There's a difference. He's a cunt.
How can you say the place cock? What? You can't possibly look at Brian and say he's cock if he plays. Nah, the push, bro. No.
Benny, my better hopes is Benny going to keep that energy when they don't beat Spurs. Please do a show after. If you don't beat Spurs, we'll do a show after.
Gladly, Mercy. Gladly. I will bring that energy. One thing, if they do beat us, Bram will get a part where I'll say congratulations, the better team won. Unless there's a VR motherfucker in that, and then you will not hear congratulations. You will not hear. I refuse to congratulate you if VAR won you.
I will just another kind of to come.
VAR has helped us whole season, guys. VAR will be on our side Sunday.
Thank you. Nobody's talking about the current structure to come. Nobody's talking about the director of football. Nobody's talking about the head of recruitment about to come. Nobody's talking about the investment into infrastructure. Nobody's talking about Satile, Brailsford, who is so brilliant.
Jim Radcliffe, you don't even know your own owner's name.
No, so Jim Radcliffe's right-hand man is Dave Brailsford.
Oh, okay.
I would love to comment on things to come. I can't because it's something that must still happen. I can only.
Must I send it in a V-note now or after the game?
Peter, do you know?
I'll wait for the response.
Do you know what's my favorite? For the first time I saw Liverpool's right back last night. What's his name? The right back, the young kid.
Conor Bradley.
Bradley.
You put him there. That he's like you could sell Trent tomorrow. He might not do the same thing, but you know you've got an able replacement. He's an able replacement.
Exactly.
That is my point. United's players that come in for the injured guys, they don't know what must happen. So what does this guy actually do?
Mention the names of the players. No. Bram, mention the names of the players that don't know what they're doing. I want to know who does not know what they're doing when they play for Manchester United.
Onana, Dallo, Lindelof.
What does Onana not know? Onana makes a mistake. How is that guy that he doesn't know what he's doing?
Starting 11 against you basically rely on small little mistakes and the ball and use. I saw you guys score 2 goals the other night. I mean that was like a lot for you. Who did you beat? Wigan.
Yeah.
You're right, Bram. It's like a lifelong trauma that is coming out here now. Are you okay?
50 years, they have a voice.
Bram, are you okay, man?
Are you guys okay?
Why?
I'm still waiting for what do you guys see in this coach? What do you see?
Bro, I see plenty in my manager, bro. Wait till your manager's first season, huh? Let's see what he wins. Let's see. Let's talk at the end of the season, and then we compare your manager's first season to my manager's first season. Listen to me. Then we compare my manager's first season to your manager's first season. Then we see
your wage bill and what you've bought in players.
Don't try to talk stupid shit to me about wage bills, and that doesn't matter. The people don't play. It's not money that play. It's not money that's running around. There's no calculators. It's VAR, my man.
Compare the players you signed and the amount of money you spent.
Did I not tell you now? Did I not just say this prior that for 10 years United's recruitment has been shit? Did I not just say that? Did I not just say that, Bram? Did I not just say that? Now you still want to bring on wage bills. It's not my problem. Like most of people, your budget is lacking. That is not our fault as Manchester United. That is not our fault, Bram. You're talking about money. We are talking about players on the field. We're not talking about money. We are not talking about money. My thing is, when your manager of his first season, we see his achievements and we compare it to my manager's first season achievements. Then we have the discussion on who's the cuck manager.
But okay, let me be neutral here. Let me be neutral about this.
I don't even must respond to that.
Yes. Yeah, I want you to respond.
Let me be neutral about this. Let's base Klopp's first 2 seasons. I can tell you now what I got from that. Not one trophy. Okay, first 3 seasons. First season number 1, not 1 piece of silverware. Season number 2, not 1 piece of silverware. Season number 3, same thing. Season number 4, same thing. What I did see, however, in the first season was where we are heading. Identity. What I'm seeing, I lose 3-0, but what we did on the pitch, I see something brewing. Not now, but I'm happy. I will set it out. I'll take the loss. I'll end 4th. I'll end 3rd. I'll lose in 3 Carabao Europa finals is fine, but I can see something happening. January come, first transfer window come, I sell them, I buy them. January come, sell them, buy them, loan them out. Why am I loaning them out? It's fine. Now I see, I am excited because there's something happening. Ten Hag doesn't give me that. Sorry to say, Postecoglou, he gives me that. What he bought in the few months that he is there, if I compare just the 2, what he did,
you got back to the pods of last season.
Could have been 17.
You didn't speak up of Ten Hag last season when we were winning. You didn't speak up of Ten Hag when we were.
Oh, yes, I did. I did. I asked how many times, what's your style of play? I did.
The way you're talking now. The way you're talking now.
I did. When you saw winning, ask Ollie.
Yeah, no,
ask Ollie when you saw winning, I asked what's the style of play.
Yeah, Davey has always said that.
I've always been asking. Anyway.
It's very clear when I said trophies. Let me add points to it because I'm not talking about getting the 3 points. I'm talking about identity as a team. So I don't, like I was before you guys started speaking, if Spurs was 10th on the log, I would have still been happy with what they are achieving this season because there's an identity that he's bringing to the club. So I want to judge him in 2-3 years' time because he is willing to take the L. But what Ten Hag did is the same thing with Oli. They had no identity, but they got 3 points. Oli ended above Klopp, but there was no identity. What he was doing,
he was playing counter-attacking
football.
football.
3 points.
Transitional football. That's not the style of play, apparently. Chelsea won a league doing that under Antonio Conte.
But then why let him go? Is that not the style he's wanted?
Who's this? Are we gonna go back to Oli? Oli left because of Ronaldo. We know this now.
A lot of things.
Yeah, it's stupid going back. It's stupid going back. We are talking about Ten Hag now. Do you think Ten Hag should be sacked? Yes or no?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, do you see?
Yes, David. You say yes. For who?
Yes. He should have went before Christmas already. You got lucky with a few results. He should have went long time already.
No, but
give me an okay.
If you happy with Ten Hag, then keep him.
I say leave him there for the sake of the pod.
I want him to stay there. Let him stay there.
I also want him to stay. I want him to stay there
for the sake of the pod and to listen to their delusional statements. Leave him there. Let him stay there. Leave him there.
I see how we in the Bum Spurs this season. This is also on the pod, y'all. We were in the Bum Spurs this season.
What's that going to get you?
We were in the It gets me bragging rights over Bram.
Great if you do. If
you
finish brilliant.
That's all I want.
Over Bram, is that the standard? You claim to be the biggest club in England. with Liverpool, all those trophies. You are the top 2 in England, but you want to be over Spurs.
No, but
Really?
we are not the top 2 in England. You guys say we are the top 2 in England. Right now,
No, I'm
United
talking
is
about
nowhere
all
near.
time. There's no
Bro,
trophies
then
sake. Trophies sake.
we can talk about Aston Villa, we can talk about Nottingham Forest, we can talk about any. What does that matter? What does that matter?
It
We're
does
talking about them
matter.
now.
It does
No,
matter.
it means
It
shit. It's
does.
pedigree.
It does.
It's pedigree.
Because
Pedigree
it
doesn't win you
does
nothing
pedigree.
now.
So what makes you
Pedigree
club?
doesn't
Doesn't
mean
trophies
nothing
make the club any? Does trophies
Pedigree
not
means
make the club?
So then we must just leave everything and just say United is awesome forever because of what we won then. You know, say
No.
like Liverpool is always going to be better than Arsenal forever because they have 6 Champions Leagues and Arsenal have none.
I guarantee
You know what I
if you
mean?
put a player, okay, listen, let me learn. If you put a player now and he has a choice between Liverpool and Arsenal, who's he going to pick? Yeah,
That's
it's a
tough,
stuck.
bro.
Harry Kewell did that in 2003 and 2004. And he left for 6 million when we offered him 20 million, which was a lot of money at the time. Why? Because of heritage football, heritage. So don't tell me that your heritage for United doesn't
What
count.
was Harry Q? What was Harry Q? What does even matter?
Harry Q
What does even
for keeping
matter?
Leeds up in 2002, 2003 was one of the
Against
most sought after
Arsenal.
winners, brother.
No, but fuck that. What was he by Liverpool?
United
The
were
man
even linked
played.
with Harry Q.
Champions League.
He played 6 games still for Liverpool, didn't he? Didn't he play 6, 7 games for Liverpool? But that man was
Was
Beasley
was the club.
was Harry Q acquired by Liverpool? No, that's a stupid example, brother.
Harry
No,
Kewell
that's an example.
was one of the most sought
Sancho
after
by
wingers.
Dortmund. Sancho by Dortmund.
Bramland.
Nah.
Sancho by Dortmund.
Harry
Don't
Kewell
talk to me,
at the
brother.
time was one of the most sought after wingers in English football.
That was
Exactly.
and so was Adam Johnson.
You want to compare
Jadon
Adam
Sancho was
Johnson
a
that's in
player
jail right now to
So
Harry
was Charlie
Q?
Adam. So was Charlie Adam.
Okay,
Yes,
so
guys.
Darwin Nunes, let's come closer to home. Darwin Nunes, linked with United and Liverpool. Who did he pick?
He picked Liverpool.
Yeah, I thought so. Just stuck, huh? Nothing to say now, huh?
Ronaldo. City United.
Cristiano. Young
Robin Van
Cristiano.
Persie. Robin Van Persie. Alexis Sanchez. Harry Maguire.
So what? Okay, perfect example. Brilliant. Why did Van Persie leave Arsenal for United? Why? Answer me.
Fergie.
No. Okay, and what else? There you go. Thank you. Done. Clear. Thank you, Beaster. Done. Anyway, Ollie, prediction?
Is that the United now? It's not. You're not going to come to United now to win a trophy. Who's coming to United now to win a trophy, David?
That's my thing.
Because
That's
of
the point I'm
heritage.
trying to make. You shouldn't be.
I'm telling you, you were talking about heritage.
No, the point is winning trophies, not ending above Spurs.
We lost to win South, brother. Anyways, I can forgot what you're talking about.
Okay, what were you talking about? Let me give you a chance. Land.
I don't even know anymore.
You were saying
Because you said, I asked you, is that the standard that you want to end above Spurs? Shouldn't you be competing?
No,
My
it's not.
point
It's
is,
not in no.
United
My
should be
standard.
competing for titles.
My standard is ending above Bram. That's my standard. That for me is a
That's what
brilliant
bragging rights,
season.
right? That's what bragging
That for
rights.
me is a brilliant season, and I'd be so happy with that because this fucker was talking about winning the league not too long ago. So
Look at Master P. Master P,
So-
you come in. Master P, you come in.
that is why for me, that constitutes as a brilliant season. Just ending above, not Spurs.
Okay.
Bram.
Ever.
Fair enough.
Bram.
Master P. Pascal, what would constitute a good season for you as a Chelsea fan? And honestly now, like
honestly, like all things being good, like all things being good or right now. What like
Losing above Luton.
right this moment in time, right now, what are you hoping for at the end of the year? Come in,
maybe
mate.
win,
Nothing is
maybe win
relegated.
an FA Cup or something. Because obviously we're not gonna do anything in the league. You know what I mean? Maybe win one of those little 2 cups. That would be a very good season.
First
Nothing-
medals, bro.
Prem, you?
For me. Third
Yeah,
place.
what would constitute a successful season for you?
Third place in the league.
Is that it? No trophy.
That's it. Look,
Where's the standards? Where's the levels? The fuck? Why? Where's the same energy now?
Compared to you. You shouldn't even be laughing at comparing yourself to Spurs. That's
Spurs
bad.
got nothing to compare to with United.
That's bad.
There was no comparison, my man. There was no comparison. I was just saying, a brilliant season is United's finish about
You would
Spurs.
do anything to finish third right now.
There was no comparison, bro. There's one player that I would take out of that team in Spurs, and that is Son. The rest, I don't give a push for.
I'll take Mickey van der Ven as a whole. I'll take Madison. I'll take Madison any day out of their team.
Just to answer Calvin here, what Calvin is saying, Klopp wasn't the type of manager to be in such situations. Those managers put him in that situations. Ten Hag came from an Ajax team where his oldest player was 18, so he spoke to a from ladies that were still writing exams. Ole came there.
As well, like and to some Teddy Jimmy's team.
That was self-inflicted. Klopp came there, bad apples, fuck off. I don't need you. If you're not part of my system, the other managers, Sancho, he was outed by his manager on live TV. Everyone saw that. Self-inflicted. Who else is here? Maguire. Oh, fuck. You look at him. Self-inflicted. So, all of that, I don't base that on a manager. That is your own fault. As a manager, you put yourself in that situation. If you don't want that rotten apple, Coutinho, we wanted Coutinho to stay there because he was our golden boy. Klopp said, no. He has to go. He wants greener pastures. I'm letting him go.
Coutinho put in a transfer request, Pista.
Exactly. That would have been a situation we want to keep him. It would have been a self-inflicted decision by Klopp, and he had to answer for that. But he didn't.
I remember Klopp told him, if you go there, you're just going to be another name. If you stay here, you could be a legend.
If you stay here, we'll build your statue. That was his words.
Exactly.
And that would have been the case. And so look at Barcelona.
Klopp showing that he is a lifelong manager for the club. Part of his identity, part of his character. Look at him holistically of what he's going to bring to the club. You can't be a manager and just say, we got the 3 points, guys. But next week, you still look fucking lost. And I'm not referring to just United. I'm referring to everyone. When Potter went to Chelsea, I said, worst mistake ever. I sent a message in the group, and me and Benazin, I said, this is his biggest mistake ever. He wasn't by Chelsea long, and he was gone. If he was by Brighton, I bet you they would have been contenders for top 4 for the next 3 seasons at least.
Yeah. But they'd have been further hit now than the with the Derby.
And if you do one wrong move by Chelsea, you're out.
You're gone.
Came there, one wrong move, bruh. They're giving you a blank check. Sign who you want. If you don't get the results, goodbye with you. Whereas Klopp didn't have that. Klopp had to make do with these fucking Daniel Kleins and Mignoles and...
Guys, I love you. 3-1 in that prediction.
Any final thoughts? Give me your final thoughts, brother. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Fuck you, Bram. Fuck Spurs. We're going to fix this on Sunday.
No chance.
Mic drop. Love for the love, Vinny. Love for jumping on my brother. Love. What an exit. What a way to drop out. But just on the closing, before we come into the predictions, I want to fly to the predictions. Peter Rowney, what would you constitute as a successful season for Liverpool?
If not winning the league, pushing City until the very last day and 2 trophies. From the point that we are at now, I feel we can go for 2 trophies. Not specifically for 2, but 2. And City can't win the league in April already. That is one thing I don't want to see.
Yeah, no. I agree with you 100%. Ollie, for United?
Just to make top 4 now at the moment. There's nothing else.
That's realistic.
Yeah, that's more.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's come on to the predictions. Chelsea Fulham, Saturday early kickoff. Master P, take it away. You at home, London Derby. Prediction?
2-0. Yeah, 2-0 Chelsea.
Ram?
Fulham. Chelsea. Same
here. 2-2 draw Fulham. I'm going the same. Peaceful?
3-1 Chelsea.
Ollie?
Fulham don't have the squad to play Carabao home and away.
2-1 Chelsea.
And Chelsea's been on a long rest. So, Middlesbrough, I don't really count that because Chelsea should have won their game with all the chances. And
Chelsea won't come back in that one.
So I'm.
I'd like a Chelsea Liverpool final. I'd love a Chelsea Liverpool final in Carabao. Newcastle Man City.
Over the poles.
If it is that way, Master P will come watch the game with us. If it ends that way.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Pista?
Fine or not?
I'll be there also. I'll be there.
Okay, fine.
Nah.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah. I've got my
Newcastle
reasons.
Man City. Master P. Newcastle Man City at St. James.
Newcastle Man City. I think it's a 2-2 draw. That's a tough place to go, man. I don't think they go out there and they win the game. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw.
So no more. Prem?
3-2 Man City.
I'm going 3-1 Man City. Peace, Ronnie?
2-0 City. I don't see Newcastle being as the Newcastle we know 2 months ago. So 2-0
They got a few injuries as well, man. I think the injuries are hitting them a bit. And yeah.
2-0 as
Ollie?
well.
Same as well? Say no more. United Tottenham. Master P?
I'm actually gonna go with Spurs. I think they play with more purpose. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win 2-1. Spurs.
Wow. Governor, that's what I want to hear actually. This is the one I want to hear. Governor, talk to me.
3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think
Ronnie?
3-1 Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs will win, I think.
Ronnie?
I think Spurs is the better team at the moment. They play more attractive football and more threatening football. But I think the injuries is coming at a bad time. Madison, they dealt with Madison not being there. But Son, I think, is going to be a big blow. Richarlison is probably going to start in the midfield again with Werner there. Hey?
Is that the
Governor,
Asian
is
Cup?
Son out.
Is that the Asian
Oh,
Cup?
shit.
Yes,
yeah,
is
that's
that
what
the
Tommy
Asian
Jesus was there.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. That's a blow.
This would have been a brilliant fixture for if everyone had their players. But I still see Postecoglou going for the kill. But United does have a goal in them. So I'm going to say 1-1 draw, United Spurs.
I'm also going to go with that. I would love it if both teams could lose, but that's another story for another day. I hate both of them in any case. Yeah, Governor knows that. But I'm going to go 1-1. Ollie?
2-2.
2-2. Wow. Why?
He's got
It's a
2
shock.
goals
I would
Say how
expect
you
him to back
really
it.
don't lie.
I would expect him
He's
to back his
lying.
team.
He's lying. I love you.
Prem, I told you we're going to draw in the week, bro.
You told me United.
You know, it's weird. Always right. Always spot on with his predictions.
I know he always is.
Anyway, say no more. Gents, last one before we go to final thoughts. This question just came to me. Who's been your signing of the season? And I'd like to ask a quick fire. Master P, your signing of the season.
For your own team or?
Nah, it can be anyone.
In general.
No.
I'm gonna go with us because obviously, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'd have to say Cole Palmer. I remember I asked Bram when we signed Cole Palmer because I never heard of him. But I knew who he was, but I didn't know how good it could be. And I would say for us, it would have to be him. Cole Palmer.
How much did you pay for him, Master P?
I think it was like 50-something million, isn't it?
57.
Yeah.
They paid 57 million.
And I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know that he could be so good that quickly. And I even asked Bram, and he explained a couple of things to me about him. And I'm impressed with what I saw, so I'm gonna go with him.
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, he's a good player. Very good player.
He is brilliant. Kav,
My signing of the season.
Can be overall in the Prem. Doesn't have to be your own team.
So Bosley for Liverpool.
He took mine. But
I think he's player of the season for me so far.
Are you high?
Emo Madison.
Player of the season. You want to tell me Salah and Trent hasn't been better than him in that team? He's not even the best player in that team. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. I'm just processing what you just said.
Now, Davey,
I said it's a Bosley or Madison.
We had
Okay.
we had a pod in the beginning of the season, like 8 games in, and we said Madison is definitely signing of the season. But because of the consistency of Soboslai and Madison being injured, I'm also leaning towards Soboslai because it would have been a different thing if Madison was fit from then until now, because I still feel that he would have been he is a big loss for Spurs at the moment. So I'm also going Soboslai
massive loss
signing of the season.
Look, me, to take my bias, I thought if I was biased, I would have said Declan Rice, but I'm going to go Mohamed Kudus of West Ham. Ollie, yours?
Soboslai.
That guy's got everything as a midfielder. Yo.
I'm not having the Soboslai talk though, man. I don't know why.
Nah, according to
I understand at the beginning of the season. I understand at the beginning of the season. What has he done recently?
Everything.
Yeah, but what he's done has helped get them to where they are now.
Exactly, and he's playing
I would say Trent has helped them more.
That's the thing. He's playing almost every game good. So you have to look at that also.
There's no other box-to-box player in the
what
league
he does, David,
I would say Doku was better than that man even, man.
He's doing what Odegaard's supposed to do.
David, just imagine Rice scored the goals and you were top of the league now. They would be on par with each other. Because they both kind of carry
exactly.
the teams.
No, but Rice is a number. Rice is playing as a number 6. He's in an attacking. He's in a number 8 role. So.
Yeah, but Rice also is up there, bro, as being one of the best signings.
But Rice,
Rice plays up there.
He plays as a 6, and that's his number. Blah blah blah. But it technically is kind of trying to do the box-to-box thing. But it's in the beginning of the season when you were winning games and you were on top. That's your football at the moment, and you struggles. That means that he's literally playing in front of your back four.
Yeah, exactly as I said. But anyway, say no more. Final thoughts, Master P?
Sorry to have joined you guys late. But it's good to be back.
Lateness is greatness, my brother. Never.
It's good to have Beaster, Benny, Bram, even Oli. I had not seen Oli for a long time, so it was a very good pod to have. Can't wait to see what the fixtures over the weekend bring. Hope to do this again very, very soon with the regulars, with you guys. It was fun.
I feel like if you're not in the top 6, then you can't be on the spot.
That was uncalled for, Ollie.
Master P, you see what
Ollie, your final thoughts, my brother.
Normally we would say top 4.
He
made it top 6 to make sure United's involved there.
United has been there. I see what it did. It's clever.
I'm not even sure if you are top 6. Are we top 6?
United's 8 on the table.
Ollie, your final thoughts, my brother.
Nah, we're like short for having me on, bro. I'm a bit still I'm still on holiday, but yeah, short for having me, bro. It's lekker to hear you guys. It was actually a bit strange not having football, but okay, we're back this weekend. So it's the first football for the new year. I think league football, is it? Right.
No,
yeah.
The first.
It was New Year's Day.
We had one league game. We had one league game.
We had one league game.
New Year's Day,
away. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an exciting season. Let's see who's really dropping out of the top 4, because I think it's gonna keep on changing. That's the cool thing of this league, and I think we predicted it last year. We'll say next year. Every time it just gets more tougher, and it's cool. We got a top 4. We almost have a top 6 battling, or maybe a top 5. I would say top 5 is battling, which is cool. We don't have a top 2. Makes it boring, So I think it's gonna be super exciting. I hope it's a new winner. Can Aston Villa keep up this run? We'll see.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be interesting. I think Newcastle will definitely fall out of the top 4. Hopefully, I think Spurs replaces Newcastle, and then I think United will then have to battle that other fourth spot. Question
Newcastle is
is
nowhere near the top 4 at the moment, Ollie. Aston Villa is
Sorry?
second. Newcastle's like 9th.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like they
Compared to last year, man.
Well, compared
Yeah,
to last year.
Yeah, it means
Yeah.
compared to last year. Is that what you meant, Oli?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I think they will dropping more points. I think. Yeah, I feel like their squad is everyone's also injured. They've got key players injured, and and they're also out of the Champions League. Are they in the Europa? Are they in the
Nope,
Europa?
gone.
They're in third.
Yeah, because of you and Newcastle, we don't get a first spot in the Premier League. Thank you for that, though.
Yeah, so and I don't know. I think if I look at it, managers getting sacked. I don't know. Obviously, there's only been sacked 2 managers, I think. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see Nuno back. I'm happy for him. I always thought he was a good coach, a good manager. So it's nice to see him back. I think he will definitely keep Forest up. I think he's got a good squad of players, much better squad of players he had when he was at Wolves or even at Spurs. I don't know. But yeah, so that's good.
Magic for
That was not long. There is a Bram's face now, man. Sorry, Oli. Let's see Bram's face now, man. Yo. Sorry, Oli. Sorry, very unprofessional of me. You didn't have to see Bram's face. I'm gonna kill my face.
on purpose.
I'm gonna kill it. You have to see his face now, man. Sorry, Oli. Sorry. Very unprofessional of me as well. Sorry, Oli.
Yeah, I feel like it's not a obviously well done to Liverpool. Obviously they I think Liverpool's almost like a surprise package this season for some reason. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I feel like they no one saw that. I don't think you can say if 3-4 months ago you would see Liverpool where they are now. I still obviously I need to stick with my prediction because I said Arsenal will win the league. You know,
you better stick with it, and I expect your apology in May.
Yeah,
Your third apology in a row that you owe me now. Not only that, Joe, you owe me 3 apologies now. Letting it slide third time, you're not gonna be so lucky.
yeah, I do feel. If you guys don't sign now, 3 players at least 3
It's
players. I
gone.
think you guys are on big
Yeah,
trouble.
we need 3
Yeah,
all jobs aside.
and Spurs, I think if I look at the whole season so far, I think Spurs for me has been the best team. I think for me, Spurs has been the best team in terms of man management, the way they operate, the way they play, the way they had their little dip. And I told Bram a dip is coming. I'm not sure there's another dip coming. I'm not sure. I can't say because they kind of have everyone back now. But I feel like they've had a dip already. I feel like Liverpool, might still get a dip. We don't know. I think Arsenal's dip might be over, and I think United has been on a dip permanently, like Chelsea. But yeah, it's interesting. It will be nice to see what happens. I think it's gonna go down to the wire. It's gonna be probably like between like the 3-4 teams, like 3-2 points at the end, which is quite cool. So yeah, that's just my take. I do feel Aston Villa might not smoke the pipe all the way. So them and Newcastle will be dropping out of that top 4, and then hopefully we'll have the big
That's the
ones.
European football also, man. The
Away the Europa, they're doing well in the Europa.
It's a lot on your squad.
Away too, yeah. Actually, it will be extremely mad, and I think I would probably do some match at the Spurs go in this league for some mad reason. I can see also something crazy happening like that though. Like I don't know. It's just
I think
he will die. I think Bram will. Yeah, Bram will definitely. Bram will rest in peace.
Spurs win the league. I'm off social media. I'm blocking Bram. I'm off. Totally gone.
But I'll be outside your house hooting. I'll be outside your house hooting.
I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm blocking Brave from all forms of social media. Sorry for that, people. My dog is...
The biggest Spurs fan I know, Charles Fuller. I think you might know him, Beaster. Charles Fuller, who passed away. My aunt's husband. He probably will definitely get. I think his grave will literally. I think he will be alive after that. He'll come out of his grave.
Yeah.
Definitely out of his grave. I'm sorry, Auntie. I hope you don't listen to this, but yeah.
Yeah, no, love for that, Ollie. It's always a pleasure having you. Always a pleasure having you on, man. I appreciate it. That was the solid final thoughts. Governor, yours?
No, I'm good. I'm good, guys. Thank you very much for the lovely show. Brilliant. Good to have everybody back. Let's not make it so such a lengthy delay before we meet next time again.
Agreed.
Away.
Say no more. And of course, my beast, Ronnie.
Easter.
Hey?
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry?
When is footy therapy back?
Yeah,
that's what I actually was going to come on.
Now was Biddy and Baby. As you can see, the man was jumping, cry in the background. So yeah, hopefully we can jump back to footy therapy. But it was good being on DVD also. The break on footy therapy and DVD has been too long. But like you say, hopefully the break until the next one is not that long, so we can just stay updated. This one took us 2 hours because we had so many things to cram in this one show.
Yeah.
So I think our only hiccup is when Masterpiece says he doesn't want to come on, or he can't come on. That's when we delay it, and we need Chelsea on. And there's no money for the pod. So
exactly.
So David for having us. Hopefully good football the weekend, and hopefully we can have another show next week.
Nah, definitely. Love for that, my brother. And big up to everyone in the comments. Wow, the comments were buzzing also. So yeah, like I always say, I ask the questions, comment section, and you guys on the panel make the show. It's David D, it's Beasteroni, it's Ollie, it's Master P, it's the Governor, and we are out of here. Bless.
Sure.